right, so we're here with Dylan Notturno, and he is going to talk to us a little bit about venturing, which, is a little known part of maybe the Boy Scouts of America program. And he'll clarify some of that for us. This is going to be a 4-part little mini series, and so this is part 1. So we're going to get into your personal background with venturing a little bit later, but maybe you can start by just telling us what venturing is.
Yeah, so thank you, Kassi. So venturing is a program within the Boy Scouts of America. There are multiple programs. People are most familiar with Scouts BSA and Cub Scouts. They're definitely the more traditional of the programs in the BSA. But there's also venturing, and venturing is a co-ed program. It's for those who are ages 14 through 20. They age out at 21 instead of 18. And just to clarify, by co-ed, not only is it co-ed as a program, both males and females can join, but the units are also co-ed. So unlike Scouts BSA now, which is now open to female scouts, venturing units, crews can have both males and females in the same unit.
Oh, absolutely. And has it always been that way?
Venturing has been around for about 20 years now.
Okay.
And so actually 2 years ago, 2018 was its 20th year anniversary.
Wow.
And so it's been like that ever since.
A lot of people know maybe Scouts BSA and Cub Scouts based on some factors. They sell popcorn, they go camping. For a while, it was only boys or men that could participate. Tell me maybe what venturing is kind of known as.
Yeah. So venturing is a program that's not too well known just because there are a lot less ventures than there are those in Cub Scouts or Scouts BSA. And also there isn't a natural progression into venturing because when an individual in elementary school completes Cub Scouts or ages out, right, they then can very quickly move on to Scouts BSA because the ages line up. But venturing starts at 14. So there are a lot less people in it, a lot less people who know about it. So of course, why we're recording this podcast. Sure. So venturers for those in venturing is a program that is a make it your own. There are guidelines and there is support that you get throughout, but at the end of the day, the venturer is the one who dictates how their adventure goes, how their experience is. And so it's up to them what they do. I mean, they can do a large variety of things. They could be a crew that, venturers who just go out and they want to do rock climbing, right? Or they could be a crew that just wants to do service, community service. Or maybe they want to work on venturing's various awards and be involved more so with that side of the program. So it's really hard to determine what venturing is,
sure.
Especially for those who are on the outside or just not as well informed, because it's what the venturers want it to be, which is what makes it really interesting in my opinion, and just such a strong program because it's very different from some of the others, I think.
Yeah, absolutely. Another difference that there might exist between venturing and Scouts BSA and Cub Scouts is sort of whether you rank, earn badges. Could you tell me a little bit about that?
Yeah, so venturers also have their own handbook. I have mine here, and so this is actually only one of 2 handbooks. They've started to make it, or where it's all of the awards, various things that you can earn in one.
Sure.
I missed out on getting that, so I got just the main awards. And so in venturing, we also have badges, things that we work towards. The biggest difference, I think, between Scouts BSA, Cub Scouts, and venturing, for instance, is that there's this handbook here, but it's my choice if I want to pursue this. And by choice, I know that it's in I was in Scouts BSA, I earned my Eagle, and I know that it was my choice to do so. And there's a lot of people who choose either to go at their own pace, or to not to, or focus on other areas. And what I really mean, though, is that like I was saying earlier, venturers dictate what they want to do. And so they might decide we want to rock climb. And this isn't, especially pertinent to rock climbing. So basically, there's this handbook here and these resources that are great guidelines and are inspiration for deciding how you want to shape your adventure. But at the same time, it's, it's your choice if you want to completely dive into it and, pursue it completely.
Something else that I have written down here that's important to venturing is the Alps model. Could you tell us about that?
Yeah, so the Alps model is probably the most quintessential part about venturing. It's really what gives venturers their drive, to pursue the things that they do in the program. And it's an acronym, and it stands for Adventure, Leadership, Personal Growth, and Service. And so basically each part of the Alps model, gives venturers a little bit of a reminder about how they can frame their activities. And so adventure is really about, that emphasis on having fun, having that challenge, working, set up your activities to be an adventure. And then there's leadership, of course, which is very common across all the BSA programs, which is that, being a leader, being out there, being a mentor to others, and also leading those adventures, those activities. Personal growth is, as it implies, it's about improving as an individual. So as you're going through those adventures, as you're continuing to be a leader, leading those activities, mentoring others, you're also growing as an individual, also trying new things. So let's say your crew decides to go rock climbing or kayaking or snowshoeing, right? Or maybe even just sewing, right? That is something that, you grow as an individual, you grow as a citizen in your local community, as a young adult going into adulthood in university. And then finally service, and just in short, it's the gift we give others. So that's also a staple in that model and how venturers can decide to use their time in the program.
Sure. Yeah, that sounds great. I think that kind of leads us into the motto of venturing, maybe how we can wrap up this short episode. And before we hop into more of the terminology, tell us about the motto.
Yeah, the motto's in Scouts BSA, it's be prepared, but in venturing, it's lead the adventure. So taking those first two words in the Alps model. So venturers lead the adventure. They're, encouraged in all their activities to be adventurous, to be those people who are leaders, who are going out there, making a difference in our world, making a difference in their activities in their own lives, at whatever level they choose, whatever comfort level they choose, and just to challenge themselves, go out there and have fun.
Yeah, that sounds great. All right, well, thanks, Dylan, for that kind of intro and the purpose of venturing, and we will talk about terminology next.
Hi, thank you so much for watching this episode of the Venturing Educational Campaign. We hope you got a lot more insightful details about the venturing program. Just so you know, though, there are accompanying articles with this podcast, which you can find on our website at montanabsa.org. There will be a little bit more detail in those articles, as well as some gaps filled in here or there. So just make sure to check that out. And of course, stay tuned for future installments. Thank you.